So I don't know about you guys, but I honestly thought that the whole trend of people in the UK tanning to look like they're a different race was something that we left in the past, you know, like the 2010s, but apparently it's still going on. And the person we're going to meet today is absolutely addicted, in her own words, to tanning on tanning beds and also taking tanning injections, which are apparently a thing. Yeah, anyways, I got this video suggested to me from Truly, and I have not watched a video of theirs in a long time. Often they are full of people just kind of ruining their life with facial and body modifications, and this is no different. So let's meet her and see truly how far she's gone down this rabbit hole of self-tanning and trying to make herself look bronze, I guess. Like, it doesn't even look natural. She seriously looks like the dude who ate too much colloidal silver and turned blue.
I'm Megan and I get hate because I'm this tanned. I'm 19 and I started getting sunbeds at 16 and now I can't stop.
So that's pretty much opposite of normal to hear that somebody is even legally allowed to use a tanning bed at the age of 16. Now, if you somehow are living under a rock, you're going to be seeing these machines in the videos, but they're literally just like, I don't even know what's in them, like neon or LED tubes that heat up and are supposed to affect your skin tone and make you tanner. To me, it just seems like you're burning yourself to a crisp in a human microwave, but to her, this is everything she needs to look good.
Wish I didn't start, now I'm addicted. At 14 years old, I started using fake tan. I was lily white, like really white, and it looked nice, it did, but obviously a bit patchy.
And she's like, yeah, I look like my actual skin color. I don't really like that. So I just had to transform myself into some bullshit that looks like this.
I want to get off in the bath, and then my mum got the sunbed out the garage, and I thought, you know what, I'll use the sunbed while she's at work, and I will calculate the right amount of electric I've used and go and put it on at the shop.
So for some reason they had a suntan bed at home. Maybe her mom was also somebody who was like straight up addicted to this. Also, I want to say, like, before we get too deep into this video, I sincerely am not trying to bully this girl here, okay? If anything, this is really sad. This is like straight up mental illness. This isn't an addiction that she has that she just does not know how to stop. And I feel for her, but also, like, you're kind of making a spectacle out of yourself. So I do have to react to it, but I hope you guys don't think I'm being too mean-spirited throughout any portions of this. I just find it so sad that from such a young age, she's been conditioned to like say, okay, the way that I look normally is not attractive. I need to completely transform in order to get people to even like look at me seriously, which to the point she's at here, I think people are more looking at her like some sort of circus freak when she's out in the streets, you know what I mean?
Yeah, after using my mum's sunbed for a while, I thought, you know what, I'll go to the sunbed shop and noticed a drastic change of my colour.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say that's a pretty drastic change of color. Bro, she straight up is like, she looks like one of the Oompa Loompas. Like, low-key, you can't tell me that's one of Oompa Loompas from the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, just skin tone-wise, at least. But apparently to her, this looks great, so who am I to say, you know? Apparently I'm too pale for all of this because being burnt orange is true standard of beauty right there.
It made like the tan, make the clothes look better. I go on the sunbed 4 times a week, 15 minutes at a time. But when I'm at home, sometimes I'll go on for 20-25 minutes. I use a tingle cream and I take tanning injections.
So yeah, we're gonna get into this. She uses tanning injections, which is so diabolical to me. There's just something really gross about like the idea of injecting yourself in order to get more tan. I don't even know how that works, truly. And I don't want to know how it works, okay? But also, she's like trying to self-snitch on herself here and say, yeah, you're only supposed to go for 15 minutes, but sometimes I'll go for 20, 25. You know she's grossly underestimating how long she actually spends in there. I mean, me personally, I don't listen to rules like that sometimes. I'm known to hang out in a hot tub for more than 25 minutes or whatever they say, you know, should be the limit. But this is a tanning bed we're talking about. You're literally frying your skin, bro. And she wants to be in there for like half an hour? That's insane to me.
I'd like the bottom of the sunbed because the tubes are meant to be stronger, but I've also got a sunbed in my room. So sometimes I'll come up from the sunbed shop, go on my sunbed because it's different.
So let me get this straight. She targets certain tubes within the machine in order to target like the, you know, the most effective heat transfer from the tubes to her skin to burn her skin the best. I'm sure this is not at all how tanning beds work, and there's probably some like overly tan people in the comments already furiously typing, bro, Graham, it's not how it works. But okay, so regardless of that, she goes and gets fried at this, you know, tanning salon and then goes home and has her own tanning bed, bro. How far into this addiction do you have to be to even afford your own tanning bed? I know your mom had one, but it sounded like some crappy one. Like, are they just spending like, I have to think these cost tens of thousands of dollars. Did you forego buying a home for yourself in order to just have a tanning bed in your bedroom of your mom's house?
It just gives us loads of confidence. I just feel on top of the world when I'm tanned. In the past, I've been a lot darker than what I am now.
You aren't kidding, bro. I thought low-key Truly was being a little bit messy with the color correction, you know, trying to like darken up the skin tones even more and like really make it look like she's fried. But no, apparently that's what she used to always look like. And what we're seeing today is somehow a little bit more of a tame version of her tanning addiction, which to me still is not tame at all. That's way further than I think anybody should be going, especially if you have a pale complexion, which is perfectly fine. Like, why do you feel you have to change yourself so much for people to accept you? It's so sad.
And I used to go on the sunbed near enough every day for a year. Yeah, I am addicted to the sunbed. I don't actually like going on the sunbed. I feel like I have to.
She's like, I actually don't enjoy it, but I go on every single day. Like, that is, I feel bad laughing because truly this is, like I said, a mental health crisis that this woman has been facing for years. And it seems like nobody's stopping enabling her. In fact, they're about to interview the person who works at this sun tanning, spa. And she says that it's too far, but I'm like thinking to myself, at what point do you cut them off legally from even being able to step foot on the premises? Because clearly this has like reached the point of like kind of harming her, you know? At least I feel that way.
Do you think Megan has gone too far with her tan?
Personally,
yes.
It doesn't look very natural.
This lady's just like, it doesn't look natural, but I guess that's the only problem. Like, if you just go every other day, it's fine, but daily you shouldn't do it. Like, no, I think this is, obviously this lady has a problem and you are helping enable it. You know what I mean? Like, if a bartender is still serving someone who clearly is showing up every day, they gotta feel guilty. And this is the same type of thing. You're helping her continue this insane addiction.
A lot darker than what most people would like. If I had that relationship with Megan, I would probably say maybe drop it down to less sessions a week.
We always promote safe tanning. That's why I've allowed her to come in every day and have never actually even said a single thing about how scared I am for her because we don't have that relationship. Like, I don't care if you don't have that relationship. If you see someone doing this much and you're running this business or help work at this business, it's your duty, in my opinion, to at least mention to them like, hey, let's tone it down a bit. Maybe you can just do the bed like twice a week and you would still look way darker than like anybody else in this pale ass country. You know what I'm saying?
Year and a half after using sunbeds, I noticed that my belly was going a black coaly colour. I liked it. Loads of heads would turn in the street. People would look me up and down and laugh at us, and I'm thinking, what they're laughing at?
Yeah, what are they laughing at? You totally look normal. And meanwhile, she's like talking about her actual health that has, resulted from this. And she's like, yeah, my stomach has turned kind of like an ashen gray. It kind of looks like literally my internals are being fried, but I think it looks pretty cool. Like, what is wrong with her, bro?
It was normal to me. It made me question myself as well. Like, what they're looking at? Is it because I'm really tanned? Is it because of what I'm wearing?
Hey, look, I'm not a smart man, but I'm willing to bet it's probably the fucking tan, bro. I'm actually 99% sure it's the ridiculous, overly burnt tan that you have going on. Yeah, that's probably what they're looking at.
I feel uncomfortable, but then at the end of the day, I'm not bothered because everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And some people do actually compliment the tan, but heads turn everywhere I go.
Yet anyone who's complimenting the tan is also equally holding on to that, like I said in the intro, 2010s, like just overly tan. I don't know if it's like Scouse girls in particular. I don't know much about the UK, but I know that was like the meme that like, they would go to the club and get these photos taken of them and they just look ridiculous with their makeup and like tan literally rubbing off on their dresses. Like, bro, it was an epidemic in the UK. I don't know what it is. Please explain to me in the comments why this was such a cultural phenomenon. As a lazy fat American, I was pretty disconnected from it. Of course, we have, tanning salons here, but I don't really see as many people going so hard. And it's always paired with the same makeup and clothes too. Like, it's just such a weird world to me. And I don't know, it's interesting to take a look inside.
Yeah, after going on the sunbed, I seen a girl on Facebook advertising tan injections and I thought, I might as well get some and see what they're like because I was actually dreading taking it. I took a tan injection.
And this is where it actually gets really sad. So she saw some sort of random Facebook bullshit advertisement about tanning injections, which I had not even known that was a thing until this video. And she was so scared to take them, yet still did, because she has this compulsory need to, make herself look so dark. And I think that's crazy that she had a boundary that she had set. She's like, I don't want to take these, but They're in front of me. I bought them. I might as well. And that is literally addiction. That is like an addiction mindset if I've ever heard one, bro.
Made me feel sick and drowsy, but I still went to the sunbed shop. I went on the sunbed and I come off like a complete different color.
She's like, yeah, I was kind of like, you know, really, really queasy and just felt sick for like weeks straight. But boy, was I dark after I hit that suntan bed. That was awesome. Like, this is crazy. Why are you, do you need to have a high score of being the darkest white person ever? It's just insane. I feel like I'm talking in circles here, but I don't know how to process what I'm seeing.
I've searched things on the internet and it's really damaging for your skin. Basically cooking your skin, making you look burnt, not tanning you. I tried injections.
And she sounds like she's done research that shows how harmful this is. I mean, there are seriously some large risks involving like cancer and other shit you don't want to have happen to you as a result of using these suntan beds. And yet, despite that, she still wants to go every single day, which is so heartbreaking. Truly, like, if you're watching this, please understand you are better than this. You do not need to look like this for us to pay attention to you and care about you. You're a totally normal looking young woman. Please stay that way and like embrace your natural self, please.
I wouldn't recommend going on sunbeds to anyone. I looked black. I posted a TikTok and I got loads of hate for it. People would call us 2p coin.
Yeah, I'm not British enough to get that joke, but I'm guessing those coins are like really rusty and dark. But holy shit, is this video that she just showed insane. That is her actual upload too. So maybe she did some more color grading, you know, maybe she's like a DaVinci Resolve colorist and knows how to make those skin tones look even more burnt. But I'm willing to bet she's stepping outside actually looking pretty close to this image that you're seeing right now, which is fucking insane.
I got 3 million views. One person even said the burnt chip at the bottom of the air fryer. Bottom of my foot after walking around.
All right, low key, that one was incredible because we all have that one piece that like, you're like, I should clean this, but it's an air fryer, like whatever. And then you're like, then you finally clean it and you literally just have this piece of like charcoal at this point. She's a human charcoal.
Even my friends were in the comment section slating us. It did affect us a bit, but then I started to learn to deal with the hate
and she took that hate in stride, but I feel like it also kind of emboldens you in your choices and makes you think, okay, everyone's against me. Everyone's hating on the fact that I'm cooking myself in these tanning beds every single day. I'm gonna go harder and prove them that I can get even darker. Like, no, that's not the solution. We're kind of hating on you as a way to get you to realize that this is a social faux pas. Like, no one wants to look at you outside when you're looking this way. It's frightening. And like, I don't say that about many people, but it is frightening if you do this to yourself and submit our eyes to it, okay? And second, it's just for your own health. Like, we're worried about you, girly. Like, please take our light bullying as a sign that you need to stop. And I think deep down she knows that she needs to stop, like truly, but this is so compulsive for her. I think it's gonna take some years of therapy for her to get over this.
I've tried to make doctor's appointments, but I just fail to attend. I don't think I would ever stop using tan injections and going on the sunbed because I'm not used to it now.
And how heartbreaking is that? Her own mom, who I'm sure helped encourage this at the start, is realizing how damaging and crazy it's been for her. Her grandma is worried about her. Everybody in her family and her life is worried about her, rightfully so. And she's instead like, yeah, I don't think I want to stop though. I want to keep getting darker. I just can't believe that mindset. To me, that is the pure mindset of someone who is stuck in their addiction and is not interested in trying to change, which you can't help somebody change themselves if they're not interested in changing themselves. I would know personally.
Can't remember what I look like pale. If I start getting wrinkles, I think that could possibly make me stop sunbeds, but I've already noticed little bits of wrinkles on my skin.
And I'm wondering if I could maybe hop in the bed and if I turn the temperature up, it would get rid of the wrinkles, you know? It could maybe like iron it out a little bit. Like, she's gonna find a way to keep going even if she gets wrinkles. She acts like that's gonna be the end all be all, which everybody gets wrinkles. I'm sure this doesn't help, you know, not exacerbate that whole issue of having wrinkles because it comes from the sun. But there's just nothing that's gonna be stopping this girl, and my heart is just so broken for her. I know I've been joking this whole video, but on a serious note, this is so sad to see happening in real time. She even admitted she doesn't remember what she looks like not tan. It's been that long that she's been this tone.
I wouldn't leave the house if I didn't look tanned enough. It was like my life sort of started to revolve around tanning, but I didn't realise it. I thought like it wasn't normal.
Yeah, none of this is normal. Please don't think that this is normal. Like, she has literally developed agoraphobia if she's not tan enough. She feels that she has to make sessions in her room in order to get dark enough to leave the house. Imagine having this lording over you that much, like your own personal image. And I know a lot of people deal with personal image issues, but like this is turned up to 11, like for sure.
So I'm constantly working on my looks, going to the gym, eating well, still having a fake tan all over us to fit in and just to make friends.
I'm just confused at what went wrong in like the crossing of the wires of her brain. She's saying I'm doing this to fit in, when if anything, it's making you a bigger social pariah when you step outside and everyone's like, whoa, what the hell is that? Like it's doing the opposite, but in her mind, it's helping her. And in our eyes, as an outsider's perspective, you could tell this is just making her life so much harder. So I think we're gonna wrap it up there. That was absolutely insane. Girl, if you're watching this, please stop tanning. If you are out there and not this girl and you enjoy tanning, make sure you educate yourself on the risks and don't overdo it. Just like everything in life, if it makes you happy, you know, I guess I can't, you know, stop you from doing it. I personally would never go in one, but also like, I don't really care about being that tan or anything. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Absolutely insane video from Truly. Check out their channel. It's going to be linked in the description below. And as always, catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace out. I didn't do that weird ass salute this time. Nice.